David, first one is for you.
Oh, really?
Looks like everything is lining up. You guys, the Pittsburgh Steelers will bring Aaron Rodgers back. Before you hit anything back there, will Aaron Rodgers lead this? Can we say Aaron Rodgers, with the new coach in place, will lead Steelers to the playoffs next year?
Sure, I can say that. That's wonderful, though. I want a Super Bowl. I want a championship. Make the Super Bowl. We've made the playoffs year after year after year with nothing to show for it. So, whatever.
I'll say no. I think Bengals will bounce back. Obviously, the Ravens. I can't do it. The Steelers, to me, feel like a team that's just capped at 9-8 next year. They have to retool that defense, which is way overpaid. Way too much of their salary cap is tied up in a defense that is no longer elite. They need to rebuild, and they refuse. So I'm just never going to bank on a team like that.
Well, speaking of Steeler quarterbacks, can we say throughout this Super Bowl week that Mac Jones will get traded for a third-round pick to either Minnesota or Pittsburgh?
He'll get traded, but I can't limit it to those two teams. Okay. I can't. David?
I can see Minnesota possibly. There's others involved, though. It won't be just those two, but yeah, Minnesota for sure I can see.
Well, there was a list of teams, but those were the two biggest teams to me. Guys, can we say somehow or another Tyreek Hill will end up a Kansas City Chief again?
God, I hope not. That'd be lame. I'm going to say no. I don't think you can go home again. And I'm not sure he's any good anymore. So I'll say no to that. Plus, they already have him, right? They have a cheap facsimile of it in Xavier Worthy.
Right.
They need an A.J. Brown type. Right. Because what they're going to be missing is physicality. They don't have outside receivers. And with Kelsey, I'm sorry, whether he's back, retired, he's no good anymore. I'm going to say no. David?
There's a team in that same division that doesn't have any outside receivers, and they happen to have his former head coach as the offensive coordinator. That would be the Chargers. I can see that, but not Kansas City.
I think, Bieniemy coming back to run the offense.
Bring the band back together again. Yeah. Kelsey returns one more year.
Let's give it one more chance.
Please no.
Okay. Can we say that Myles Garrett should seriously look into being traded this offseason?
No, you took the money. We're done here. He had his opportunity last year, damn it, and then they bribed him. They basically pulled a Monty Williams. Well, how about this one? No. Well, how about that? No. Well, how about – wait, you're going to pay me that? Okay. No. You are – no, now you could sit there and rot. You did this. He had the opportunity last year if he stuck to his guns, and he didn't. So now – rot.
Yeah, he had all the leverage last year. I have a hard time feeling bad for him. He took the money. They're firing his head coach or his defensive coordinator, whatever it is, and he wants to tweet out the whole Popeyes lady, sitting outside all upset. It is what you took the money, dude. Just live with it. Enjoy your home. Enjoy the community. Become Walter Payton Man of the Year again and make you happy.
Because I think it'll be a ridiculous amount of cap hit that the Cleveland Browns would have to pay if they traded him. Can we say that the new way to become an NFL head coach is to be an offensive or defensive coordinator?
I do feel like, when we talked about this, 3 of the 4 top scoring defenses in the league were playing for the right to go to the Super Bowl. It feels like as much of an offensive renaissance as we have had, specifically passing, the league is now going back to running the football, stopping the run, and defensively, if you can't sack the quarterback efficiently and effectively, you're dead. So, yeah, I think there's something to that.
Well, it used to be the rehab, you just bring back coaches, old coaches got fired. Okay, well, now you're going to go here. Or you go into the college ranks. Now it looks like if you're an OC or a DC, that's the path.
Well, you don't necessarily have to be an offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator. You just have to be passing game coordinator or all that other crap.
You know what? Fair.
And you have to have the label as smart and innovative. That's what you have to have next to your name. It can't be your last name. You have to have smart and innovative as your name. That's the guys they're hiring. Mike LaFleur, who just got hired in Arizona, and I get it's Arizona, but he never called plays. But he's smart and innovative. So that's why they're giving him a chance. And he was under the Sean McVay tree.
Yeah, I mean, I say that because you see a lot of coaches who got fired who said, you know what? Rather than sit out and do TV, I'll take a coordinator job. I'll go back into the ranks. I don't have to be the head guy anymore. So, can we say Jacoby Brissett will be QB1 in Arizona for the first game?
I hope not. No. Why would you put that into the world? My God. Another year of Jacoby Brissett?
It looked better with him than
That's not saying a lot.
Kyler Murray.
No. New people, new system, new you. No.
Yeah.
Please don't do that. No.
You roll with him, and then you get a high draft pick next year.
No. Okay. David, I've said what I need to say. America does not need to be punished by another year of Jacoby Brissett.
No, they're drafting number 3 overall. They're going to take someone.
Right, but in a year where there's one quarterback.
What are you going to do? Take Ty Simpson? Is that what you're going to do?
With Arizona, I could see them trade back and do something like that. Yes.
No, that's what I'm saying. You got one quarterback this year. Unless you're the Raiders, this ain't the year to take a quarterback.
Arizona's also the same franchise that did draft the quarterback and then got rid of him the next year.
Right.
So
that's why I said Jacoby is QB1.
No.
Guys, can we say that no one really pays attention to the Super Bowl commercials the way they used to? Because
Guilty.
Like $7 to $10 million a commercial this year.
Yeah, no, guilty as charged. I don't care. I don't find it, and I don't. The Super Bowl at large is just not for me anymore, buddy. I had to Google Bad Bunny. Okay, I just like this isn't for me.
I Googled Bad Bunny, and I still didn't know what I was looking at.
So
I had to Google the Google.
A re-Google.
Right.
But like, no, the commercials, the egregiously long pregame, the halftime show that I just don't care about any year. No, none of these things appeal to me. The football is just, by the time the game is on, I can't wait for it to be over. Okay? The Super Bowl is turned into a clown car.
Unless it's a compelling game.
Yeah, no one seems to care about the commercials. In fact, I think they know no one cares because over the weekend, any big thing that was on, like the Grammys, which I watched, they played a Dunkin' Donuts preview commercial of their Super Bowl ad. Well, Jennifer Aniston and all this other stuff. And I'm like, so you're previewing what your Super Bowl ad's going to be?
You don't even have to wait till the Super Bowl to watch the ads. You could just go online and watch them all right now. So, yeah.
Can we say that celebrity opinions on anything is the most annoying thing in the world when they all make $1 billion a year? Why do I have to hear from you?
You have a different perspective of life. Yeah, I understand.
You don't even live real life.
Can we say
you live in a $30 million home in Malibu?
How about this? Can we say we should just stop asking them
how
you feel about things?
Yes.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
Tell your dog. I don't want to hear it from you.
This person said this. Okay. Do they know what yeah.
Oh,
okay.
What did the lead banjo player in The Who have to say? I don't care.
I always hearken back to the whole Ja Rule.
Oh,
who cares what Ja Rule has to say about this? As he's sitting there on CNN or Fox, it's like, who found Ja Rule? And why do I care? Anyway.
Probably his creditors.
A couple more. Okay.
Hey, Firefest, book your tickets.
Okay. How about this? Let's step outside of football for these final Can We Say?
Sure.
Can we say that Alabama has gotten worse since the addition of Charles Bediako? They are now currently out of the top 25, and I don't think they've won a game since he joined them.
And I laughed because Florida's coach is like, yeah, I don't care. They can play Bediako. We'll still beat them. You know, or like the other thing was the fans chanting G League dropout.
Yeah. The only thing funnier than that, and I felt bad because they took it away. I don't even know if it made television.
What?
But as the Michigan players were taking free throws, somebody had a bed sheet or a blanket, and it was Sharon Moore's mugshot.
Yeah, they took it away from him.
Why'd they take it away?
Well, you know, it wasn't ethical. I don't know.
Ethical?
You know what?
Back when I was in school, you know what they used to do? There were these maniacs behind the basket in the end zone, and they would put up this 700-pound woman, and they would slot in the name of the player's mother when they were at the free throw line. So if his mom's name was Diane, they'd tack up Diane on there, and Diane was like, "For my 1,000-pound life."
Yeah.
Like, it was your coach got arrested. It's not, what do you want me to do?
It was hilarious. The guy broke it out. I'm like, that's funny. And then all of a sudden you see him, give it here. And then they took it away. I'm like,
let them have fun.
I feel like going and giving that here's $50. You know what? That was funny and creative.
Jeez.
Pizza's on me tonight. Finally.
Damn. That's funny.
It was. Can we say that Michigan is the best team in the nation?
No.
In college hoops?
No, but I'd put them number 2. I think Arizona might be a cut above. But Michigan is certainly, if they're not co-favorites to win the national title, they're number 2. Yeah. They're really good.
And David, last one's for you real quick, if I can, 10 seconds. Can we say it's time for LeBron James to just go ahead and fade into the sunset when you're being gifted all-star games now?
Yeah, bye-bye, LeBron. I don't need to see you, hear from you ever again. Please leave.
When the throwback jersey is the jersey you broke into the league with
in Cleveland,
it's time to go. Can we say that? 97-1.